My name is Barbra. I'm going to be your nurse today. I understand you are here for a head-to-toe assessment.
Mm-hmm.
And can you tell me what your name is?
Miles.
Right. Great. I'm going to start by checking your blood pressure. Blood pressure is good. 112/62. Okay, now so I'm going to start by looking at the skin. The skin is smooth, it's clean, warm to touch. Hair distribution is normal for male pattern with male pattern hair distribution. And see you have some you have a primary lesion on your forehead in the form of a macule. You have some pustules on your forehead. And Miles, do you shave?
Yes.
Okay. No sign of folliculitis. I'm gonna need for you to take your shirt off for me. You also have a secondary lesion in the form of a scar on your left anterior leg. Right. And we're gonna need to take your socks off too. I see you have another primary lesion in the form of a macule on your left shoulder. Another one on the right upper chest. Right. Any pain or tenderness?
No.
Okay. Skin trigger is normal, both upper and lower, showing good sign of hydration. Okay. Right. And the skin color is symmetrical both from top to bottom. It's light tan. Okay, the nails are clean. They are short. They adhere well to the nail bed. And capillary refill is less than 3 seconds. And the lower extremity on the toes are cooler than the upper part. No sign of opacity. Okay, now I want you to do this. Nail each nail and the thumbs as well. Do this way. Okay. Alright. Nail bed angle is at 160. No sign of cladding, no ridging. Noted. Alright. Looking at the head is the hair is black. Hair distribution is thick. It's coarse on palpation. Evenly distributed. No damaged ends. It's clean, well moisturized. And the scalp is freely movable. No crepitus noted, no lesions. No sign of seborrhea or alopecia, and no balding. Looking at the face, the eyebrows are symmetrical. They are thick, black, and the eyelashes curl upwards. They are black. They are symmetrical. The eyes, no drainage noted. Any pain here or tenderness?
No.
Okay. The lacrimal duct and lacrimal sac opated. All right, let's see. Conjunctiva is pink and vascularized. The sclera is white. And that is looking at the eyes, the pupils are round and symmetrical. And looking with the pen light, they are round and reactive to light consensually. And no sign of lid lag or ptosis noted. Looking inside the eye, let me use this one. Use the ophthalmoscope. And I'll test this in a dark room. From this distance, the red reflex will be noted. Looking into the eye, the optic disc is yellowish, creamish in color, and the macular densa is noted avascularized gray in color, and in the center of it is the fovea centralis, which is the center of sight, and the eye, its fundus is well vascularized with arterioles and venules, and there's no sign of conjunctivitis. Okay. Looking at the shape of the eyeball, using the pen light, no exophthalmos noted, and this is optic nerve number 2, which is cranial nerve number 2, the optic nerve. I'm going to check for visual fields. I want you to close one eye with one hand, and I want you to tell me when you start seeing my fingers. Okay?
See it. See it. See it. See it.
Okay, with that eye, keep it closed.
See it. See it. See it. See it.
Okay, and I'll do this bilaterally, and this is checking optic nerve number 2, visual bilateral confrontation. Also, I'm going to do further tests on your eyes with optic nerve number 3, 4, and 6, which is oculometer, abducens, and trochlea. This is checking for eye movements. Okay. I want you to look over up there and then change your focus to this pen light and keep looking at this pen light. Looking at the pen light now. Okay. All right. Now side. Okay, non-astigmatism noted. Oh. Now I want you to close one eye, and I want you to look, focus your eye to this left side with one eye closed. Okay, keep focusing to the left, and then open the other eye whilst you're still looking first. Both eyes turn to the left side. Any pain with those exercises that we've done, Mara?
No.
Okay, good. Now I want to go to cranial nerve number 8, which is the acoustic. Looking at the ears, they are parallel to the outer campus of the eye. The helix is parallel to the outer campus of the eye, and the helix recoils. Okay, any tenderness? Okay. Looking at the outer ear, there is no sign of drainage noted. The external ears, no foreign objects noted. Is hair noted? The external auditory. No. Is rumen noted? Okay. And the cone of light is noted in this left ear at 7. In the right ear it will be 5. And the tympanic membrane is intact, no perforation. Tympanic membrane is pearly gray in color, no sign of perforation noted. And the malleus, ombo, plus placida above, and plus tensa below. The manubrium, they are all noted, and I will do the same bilaterally. Now I'm going to test cranial nerve number 8. I want you to close one ear, occlude one ear, and I'm going to whisper something. I want you to repeat it.
Red, green, yellow.
Okay, and I'll do the same bilaterally. Again, I'm going to continue to do another test on your ears. I'm going to put this behind here and tell me when you stop hearing it.
Stop.
Okay. Tell me when you stop hearing it.
Stop.
Okay. This is comparing bone conduction to air conduction, and it proves that air conduction is double the bone conduction on a ratio of 2 to 1. Okay. And I'm going to do another test where the test, I want you to tell me if you hear this in both ears or in one ear. Oh, no. No. Okay. Now moving on to cranial nerve number 1, which is olfactory. And I'm going to be testing sense of smell on this cranial nerve. Looking at the nose, it's midline. The nares are symmetrical. The columella is symmetrical. And I'm going to be looking inside your nose. No. Okay. All right. And just look up. Okay. Any tenderness before I do that?
No.
Pharynx or sinuses. All right. And the nasal mucosa is moist. The septum is midline, no sign of perforation or deviation, and the inferior tendons are visible. No foreign objects noted. And with the eyes, I just want to mention that the Snelling test for distance and the Rosenbaum test for near vision have already been done with correction and without correction because he wears contact lenses. I want you to occlude one nostril and breathe in, and then do the other side as well. Okay, no occlusion. And now I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to give you something. I want you to tell me what it is. I'm checking cranial nerve number 1 of occlude. Occlude one nostril. And tell me what this is.
Coffee bean.
Okay, good. And then occlude the other one with your eyes still closed. Yes. So cranial nerve number 1 is intact. Now moving on to your face. I'm going to be testing cranial nerve number 5, which is trigeminal. I want you to move your jaw side to side. Okay, can you open and close your mouth? No popping or crepitus heard. Okay, I want you to jut your chin forward. Okay, now I want you to do it with resistance. Try and jut it out also try and push it back in. Okay, no popping or crepitus, nothing. Okay, now I want you to close your eyes. This is what I'm going to do. This is the touch of your face with this. This will be the soft and this will be sharp. And tell me if you feel when I touch you whether it's soft or sharp.
Soft. Sharp. Soft. Soft. Sharp.
Okay. So cranial nerve number 5 is intact. And moving on to cranial nerve number 7, which is the facial. What I want you to do, mouse, can you look up and smile? And then smile again without showing your teeth. Okay. I want you to put your tongue in cheek on the other side. Okay, frown. Okay. Now I want you to close your eyes and I want you to try and open them. To keep closing them and I'll try to open them. Okay, that's good. All right. Now I want you to look at your teeth. The lips are pink, well moisturized, no chapping noted. Can you open your mouth? Okay, the teeth are white. I'm going to count your teeth. Seven teeth. Noted. No cavities, no dental caries noted. Okay. At this point, I'm going to show around the room. That's not good. Like this. Okay. buccal mucosa is moist, it's pink, no sign of lesions, and it's smooth, and the teeth, the gums adhere well to the teeth, and the Watton's ducts and Stenson's ducts are visible. Okay, can you say okay, the uvula rises and falls medially, and the tonsils have been removed, and the tongue, can you stick your tongue out? That's cranial nerve number 10, the vagus nerve. The tongue is, can you lift your tongue up? Tongue is well vascularized underneath, and the inferior frenulum and sublingual frenulum are intact. The superior frenulum has been removed, and okay, now I want you to do some tests on your mouth. I'm going to test cranial nerve number 9, 10, and 12, which is the hypoglossal vagus and glossopharyngeal. Can you stick your tongue out? Move your tongue around. Okay, that's glossopharyngeal cranial nerve number 12. Okay, and cranial nerve number 9 and 10, they test the movement of the tongue, the speech, gag reflex, and softened hard palate, which is continuous. Softened hard palate is continuous, and the movement of the uvula. Those are cranial nerve number 9 and 10. Okay. All right, Miles. Let's move on. Looking at the neck. The neck is midline, no JVD noted, with its jugular vein distinction, none noted, soft pulsations noted. I'm going to listen to your carotids using the bell of my stethoscope. Can you stop, hold your breath? Okay. No murmurs or bruise auscultated. Okay, Miles, if you can move to the edge of the bed, I want to palpate your thyroid. And the trachea is midline. Can you swallow? And trachea moves up and down. And if you can just turn this way so I can palpate your thyroid. Palpating the thyroid, if you can move your head this way. Thyroid is freely movable. No nodular ends noted, no calcifications palpated. Okay, can you move to the other side? Okay. And I'm also going to palpate the rest of your lymph nodes. These are preauricular, postauricular, occipital, anterior cervical chain, posterior cervical chain, and the deep cervical chains, and the supraclavicular chains, none of which are palpable. If they were, it would be a sign of infection, and which is good, so they are within normal limits. Now we are going to move on to cardiovascular. Looking at the chest, any pain or tenderness. Okay. Okay. Before I move on to that, I want to test cranial nerve number 11, which is accessory muscle or shoulder shrug. Can you shrug your shoulders? Okay. And now I want you to try and shrug them up when resistant. Pull them up whilst I try and pull them down. Okay. It's intact. And this control the sternocleidomastoid, the trapezius muscles, which is within normal limits. Looking at the chest, the base, the lateral border, and the apical have the diameter of the transverse, and the apical pulse is freely palpable. And now I want you to lean forward with your, can you put your hands above your head? I'm looking at the breast tissue and it's symmetrical, and you lean forward with your hands up. Okay, all right, that's good. All right, okay, so put your hands down. Now I need for you to lie down, put your head down. I'm going to palpate your pulses. No, look up. I'm going to auscultate your pulses.
See?
Yes. Starting with the second intercostal space. Okay. The fifth intercostal space, left sternal border, is also known as the PMI, which is point of maximum impulse, as well as the apex. I'm going to listen for the bell and the fourth intercostal space, left sternal border, also known as the tricuspid. Third intercostal space, left sternal border, known as the Erb's point. Second intercostal space, left sternal border, also known as the pulmonic. Right sternal border. Second intercostal space, right sternal border, also known as the aortic. S1 and S2 are palpable, and no S3 palpated, and no S4 auscultated. And the chest, no rises or heaves or thrust noted, but positive for pulsations and respirations. Now I'm going to also auscultate your temporal using the bell of my stethoscope pulses. Carotid. In all these areas, no bruise, no murmurs are auscultated. Moving on to the pulses, I'm going to palpate pulses, starting with temporal pulses. The carotid. We've done the apical. Now we're going to moving on to the brachial. Okay, the radial. The popliteal pulses. Bend your knees. Okay, popliteal pulses. Posterior tibialis and dorsalis pedis. And in all the areas, pulses are strong and no bounding, no threading or incorporated. Looking again as we're moving on to the thoracic assessment, no heaves, no thrust, no irregular chest movements noted, no barrel chest knotted, and I think I'm going to need for you to sit up because I'm going to need to listen to your back. And like I said, the skin is symmetrical, and the lesions we've already talked about it. Any pain? Any tenderness?
No.
Okay. Right. I'm going to need for you to sit again, facing this way. I'm going to be listening to your breath sounds. First of all, I want to check for tactile parameters. I want you to say 99 every time I touch your back.
99, 99, 99, 99.
And tactile parameters is symmetrical, felt on the base of my, the lateral part of my arm. Okay. Now I'm going to take a cast. Okay. Just breathe normally. Okay. Now I'm going to check for thoracic extension at the 10th rib, and it's symmetrical. I'm also going to measure your diaphragmatic excursion. What I want you to do now is I want you to move your arms across your chest and lean forward. Okay. I want you to take a deep breath and hold. Now you can breathe normally. And then I want you to take another deep breath, exhale, and hold. No, exhale and hold. Exhale and hold it there. Okay. Okay, you can breathe. You need to measure your extension. And which is at 4, normal is between 3 and 5. Okay. Okay, I want you to put your hands up. I'm going to finish rotating your sounds. You can put them up on your head. Okay. You can just continue breathing normally. You can put your hands down. Breath sounds are not regular, no adventitious. Breath sounds was rotated. Okay. Now I want you to lie down and on your back. Okay. To start by auscultating. Now looking at your abdomen, the hair distribution is normal for male pattern is hair distribution, and straight. Okay. And the umbilicus is midline. Soft pulsations noted, no peristalsis, negative for peristalsis, negative for striae. And positive for vascular pattern. Going to start the right lower quadrant. I'm also going to auscultate the organs, the liver and the spleen. No friction rubs auscultated. Now I'm going to auscultate the aortic, abdominal aorta, the renals, and the iliacs will defer the femoral. And the abdominal aorta is on the left side of the midline, below the fossa vertebral. And the renals. And the iliacs. Will defer the femorals. Okay. I just want to finish off, since you're laying down, I'm just going to finish off palpating the breast tissue. Going into the tail of Spence. And this is what you're supposed to do every month. And check for any sign of drainage, no drainage noted. Now we are moving on to percussing the four quadrants. And tympani is noted in all four quadrants. Are also palpate the bladder, and down is his head over the bladder. I'm going to percuss also the liver and the spleen, and the spleen is not really palpable in that area because it's tucked under the course of the vertebral margin. Okay. I'm going to measure the liver by percussing. Okay. And this is 8, normal is between 6 and 12, so this is normal. Now what I want you to do is I'm going to palpate your liver. I'm going to lift here, and what I want you to do is cough. And the liver, the edge of the liver is palpated around here. And it's no nodular edge, no calcification palpated. Okay. I'm also going to palpate palpate the kidneys. And they're round and smooth, no nodular ends, no calcification palpated. I'll do the same over here. Good. And like I said, the spleen cannot be palpated. Right. Now we're just going to do a palpation. And the umbilicus is circular in its ring, no colon sign noted. Any pain or tenderness? No. Okay, Miles. Once you're laying down, I'm going to ask you to do some exercises. Let's see if we can get this. Can you see the toes? Yes. Okay. What we are going to do, we're going to do some exercises. We'll start with let's start with the hip exercises. So I want you to lift your leg up. This is, if you move it outward, this is abduction. If you move it across, that's abduction. And if you move it up, that's flexion. And we'll do the extension of the hip when you get up. And this is, if you sit like a man, that's external rotation of the hip. If you bring knee to knee, that's internal rotation of the hip. So we're going to do this bilateral. I'll do this bilaterally, but now we're going to do it against resistance. Can you try and lift your leg up, try and flex your leg up straight against my resistance? Okay, now try and push it down against resistance. Okay, we don't do internal rotation against resistance. Okay, now we are going to move on to the knee. If you lift your leg up and bend your knee, that's flexion of the knee. If you pull it straight out, that's extension of the knee. We don't hyperextend the knee. Okay. Now I want you to try and do it against my resistance. Flexion, no. Flexion is bending the knee against resistance. Push down. Okay. Now up. Okay. All right. Moving on to straighten. Moving on to the foot. If you point your toes downwards, that's flexion of the toes. Down. That's flexion of plantar flexion. If you move it towards your nose, that's dorsiflexion. Okay. And if you move your foot inward like this, that's inversion. And if you move it outward like this, that's inversion. And I'm going to hold your ankle, and I want you to rotate the ankle. That's rotation of the ankle. And we don't do that against resistance, but I'm going to try and push down. Plantar flexion, push your toes downwards against resistance. Okay, try and push them upwards. Okay, all right. Good. Okay, you can sit up. If you can stand up, we're going to hyperextend. Put your leg behind you. That's hyperextension of the hip all the way back. If you can come forward all the way back. That's hyperextension of the hip. Okay. Right. We're going to do some exercises. If you can stand, I think if you stand right there. All Alright, this is flexion of the shoulder, okay, and this is extension, and hyperextension is behind you, the shoulder. Okay, now we're going to do that against resistance outward. Okay, now inward. Okay, now forward. Okay, backward. Alright. Now we're going to do the this is internal rotation, and this is external rotation. Okay, that's good. And we've already done against resistance. Moving on to the elbows. This is flexion and extension, and we don't hyperextend the elbow. So I want you to do that against resistance. Okay, push down. Alright. Okay, now this is pronation of the wrist and supination. And this is ulnar, radial ulnar deviation. Don't move your elbows, just a bit. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to do pronation, flexion of the, flexion of the, and then the supination, pronation. So now flexion, extension, hyperextension, and then we did the ulnar and radial. So now we're going to do that against resistance. Okay, try and push down. Okay, push up. All right. Now we're moving on to the fingers. That's pronation of the fingers. That's extension and hyperextension against resistance. Down and press up. Okay. All right. And this is adduction of the fingers. This is abduction. Adduction. And I want you to try and open up. Okay. All right. Strength is symmetrical. Now I want you to do this. Okay. I want you to try and close the fingers. Okay. All right. And I want you to do the abduction and adduction. All right. Good. Okay. Now we've already done the lower extremities. Now I want you to do this on both sides for coordination. All right. Great. Now I want you to walk heel to toe. Before we do that, let's do the check for scoliosis. If you bend down, that's flexion, and I'm going to check for scoliosis. Okay, that's good. Right, no sign of scoliosis. Okay, that's extension, and if you move backward, that's hyper extension. And then side to side, that's lateral. And then rotation is moving, maintaining your base. This rotation of the hip. Okay. Now I want you to stand over there and walk heel to toe. If I show this. Heel to toe, checking for coordination. That's good. Alright, I want you to stand over there again and do this. Let me show you this. You need to push it down. Alright. Okay. Now, if you can come and stand right here. Okay. I want you to close your eyes. Okay, negative Romberg test. With your eyes closed, I want you to touch your nose with one hand. No, straighten your arms like this. And then close your eyes. Yeah, touch your nose with one hand, and then put it down and do the other one hand. Okay, coordination is intact. Good. Okay, Miles, if you can down like a lady with your legs crossed to check your glutes, your all the way crossed. Okay, and do the other side. This checks it says your glutes, your hamstrings, and your quads. All right, you can sit properly. All right, once you're seated, okay, I am going to test, do the test, the sharp and the pinpoint. So I want you to tell me when I point, touch you, tell me right here on my arm or right here on my leg with your eyes closed. Okay. Okay.
Arm.
Tell me sharp or dull.
Sharp on my arm.
Okay.
Sharp on my knee. Dull on my leg.
Again, we'll do this upper and lower extremity as well as the core. Now we are going to do the 2-point assessment. Okay, if you can close your eyes again and tell me if you feel 2 points or 1 point.
2. 1.
Okay. You need to do this on your finger as well.
2. 2. 1.
Okay, that's good. And I'll do this upper and lower extremity as well. And it's within normal limits. Okay, now I'm going to do positional. I want you with your close up. Oh, open your eyes out. I want to explain something. This will be up, this will be lateral, and this will be down. And I'll do this on your finger as well as on your toes. Okay, now you can close your eyes and tell me what position.
Up. Down.
Okay.
Lateral.
Okay. Or neutral. Lateral or neutral. Okay. That's normal. Now I'm going to do another test of your joints. Okay. And this we're going to do with your eyes closed again. I want you to tell me when you hear it and then when you stop hearing it. Okay. Wait.
Stop. Hear it. Stop.
Okay.
Hear it. Stop.
Right. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to check your reflexes. Okay. Let's start with the tricep. You can open your eyes for this one this time. Okay. Good. Okay, I want you to, for this one, I want you to do this and pull, and look to the side. Pull. Okay, +1. Okay, I want you to do your, if you can move on the bed and stand like this. Right, can I do the other side? The Achilles. Alright, that's good. Right, that's it. Now I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to put something in your hand and I want you to tell me what it is. We're testing for stereognosis.
Coin.
Alright, good. With your eyes closed, I'm going to write something, a number in your hand. tell me what number I've written.
8.
That's good. So these are all intact. I have a few more questions for you, Miles. What is the name of the President of the United States?
Barack Obama.
Okay, and if you were to be given an address envelope with a stamp, what do you think you're expected to do with it?
An address envelope with a stamp.
With a stamp.
Post it.
Okay. And if you were given a riddle that says a stitch in time says 9, what do you think that means to you?
Do something right the first time.
It says you time later on. That's right. Okay. And if can you count from 10 to 0 backwards?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay. If I want you to repeat this: 563 Whistling Swan Drive, Greensboro.
560 Whistling Swan Drive, Greensboro.
Okay. All right. Now we're just going to go over the cranial nerves that we've tested today. We did cranial nerve number 1, olfactory, the sense of, we did the sense of smell. Cranial nerve number 2, optic, we tested the optic nerve with near and close distance, as well as the extraocular movements. Cranial nerve number 3, 4, and 6, the oculometer, trochlear, and abducens, and these were testing the extra movements of the eye. And cranial nerve number 5, that was the trigeminal, and we tested with the muscles of your jaws. Cranial nerve number 8, that was acoustic, we tested the hearing. Cranial nerve number 9, 10, and 12, that's the hypoglossal, vagus, and glossopharyngeal. We tested the gag reflex, the movement of the palate, of the uvula up and down. It's responsible for the palate as well as the speech. And cranial nerve number 11, that's the shrug, shoulder shrug. All right, Miles, thank you for coming for your physical exam.
Thank you.